Hello, and welcome back to another afternoon family painting. I'm Timmy from the Great Divide Campground and Graphic Rehab, and this is how I painted Disco Fever. To start, you want to put a white background of wet white paint so you can make a gray background by adding black. I started radiating out where I want my disco ball to go before putting my horizon line and then blending in the top half of the black with the white to vary and create depth, as well as a smoky texture where the paint blended together. Use water to mix and blend the brush sideways as well as long ways in and out of the black and the white. Darken your edges more to create a vignette as well as some depth. After making a misty gray background, I started putting in hard black streaks with putting the brush sideways and working in from the outside. And as the paint blended and lightened up the brush, I would reload with another strip of black. Next, you will put in the dance floor. You'll start with the black around the colored squares part by making an outline, working on a perspective line out, and then roughly coloring in the area, again mixing the black with the white behind it to make different strips of gray. As you get back to the edge, dab and stipple the brush to make it look like smoke laying on the floor far off in the distance. Next, you'll start lining out evenly your dance floor with thin black lines before coloring in the squares with whatever color pattern, whether random or organized, that you decide. You can split the floor in as many ways as you want. As you do the horizontals, make sure the squares get smaller as you go back in the distance to give it the illusion of depth. Now, for the fun part, color in all your squares in whatever funky color scheme you like. You can either do random like I did, or you can create a pattern working around the center or in any order you like. It is really free reign to do whatever you enjoy. I added a couple black squares, a few white squares, some green, and an assortment of bright other colors. Once your floor is done, start stippling and stabbing in some random areas of the navy blue you made with some water to heighten the effect of the smoke in the club. Next, you put the streaks of light that are coming off the back of the disco ball before putting the disco ball over it. Work all the way around, mainly focusing on where the disco ball will be, and vary between long strokes and short strokes, thin strokes and fat strokes. Now it's time to make the disco ball. This I found was done best by layering over curved lines, working from one side to the center, making the lines straight before you get to the center, and varying from top to bottom and bottom to top to create differences across the disco ball. Once you get the whole disco ball covered, add your horizontals before adding in your gleams of white, an assortment of the same colors you have in the bottom, as well as other colors you'd like to add. Discos are supposed to be funky, colorful, and bright, so go as crazy as you'd like and take as long as you'd like to make this piece as fun and as personal as possible. Once you've completed the background, the floor, and the disco ball, it's time to sign and date your artwork. Once again, I'm Timmy, Great Divide Campground and Graphic Rehab. Thank you for joining us for Afternoon Family Painting. You can see more at graphicrehab.com and come back for more camping at the Great Divide. Thank you and have a great day.